good evening. Today we will be covering the post-market analysis dated 6th July 2022. Indian stock indices outperformed other Asian peers to end on a firm note and, despite the volatile sentiment, Nifty managed to edge past the psychological 16K mark on renewed buying. Benchmark indices ended on positive note with Nifty closing near 16,000 led by the auto, FMCG and financial stocks. At close, the Sensex was up 616.62 at 53,750. The BSE Midcap Index rose 1.7% and Small Cap Index added 0.94%. On the stock-specific front, we have the following. Britannia, Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv were among the top Nifty gainers. Starting with the reasonings from general to specific, share price of FMCG stocks surged in trade on July 6 as global crude palm oil prices continued to sink. The sharp decline in prices of crude palm oil is positive for domestic fast-moving consumers goods manufacturers as it is a critical raw material. Coming to financial service sector, Bajaj Finance has recorded highest ever quarterly increase in its customer franchise of 2.7 million in the first quarter of financial year 2023 and new loans booked during the period was 7.4 million as compared to 4.6 million a year back. On the flip side, we have ONGC, Power Grid Corporation, and NTPC which were the major laggards in today's S market. Shares of Oil India and Oil Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC, continued to reel under selling pressure, and fell up to 8% on the BSE in Wednesday's intraday trade. Similarly, we saw a plunge in the share of power sector, with a decline of 1 to 2% in Power Grid Corporation and NTPC. Talking about the recent developments in the corporate segment, we have the following. Petronas Hydrogen and Continental Automotive Components India have signed a memorandum of understanding with the Karnataka government to invest 32,000 crore rupees in the state. The collective investment is expected to generate more than 9,000 jobs in the state. Petronas has committed to invest 31,200 crore rupees to set up a renewable energy plant in Mangaluru, which is expected to create employment opportunities for 3,000 people. Continental Automotive is set to have a direct foreign investment of 1,000 crore rupees for a research and development center, expected to provide 6,000 jobs. The proposed investment is aimed towards expansion of its technical center India. Tata Steel aims to restart NINL steel mill in next 3 months. The company is aiming to restart the 1 million ton NINL steel mill in next 3 months' time. Tata Steel on Monday completed the acquisition of NINL through subsidiary company Tata Steel Long Products for a consideration of 12,000 crore rupees. The next move for the company will be to take ownership of NINL and work hard along with employees and other stakeholders to realize the full potential of the asset. Tata Steel will also work towards finalizing the plans for the NINL capacity expansion to 5 million tons and take the requisite clearances internally and externally. Tata Stock acquires 62.65% stake in Saankhya Labs Private Limited. Tejas Networks has acquired 62.65% stake in Saankhya Labs Private Limited. This Vijay Kedia-backed company bought 6,251,496 equity shares of the tech company from secondary market paying 454 rupees and 19 paise per share of Saankhya Labs. In its exchange communication in March 2022, Tejas Networks has informed that acquisition of Saankhya will bring in a strong domain expertise and IPR in wireless communication, 5G, broadcast, satellite, as well as semiconductor design. Saankhya will be complementary in terms of product, technology areas and customer access. Tata Motors won a case against EV Trans when the Bombay High Court on Tuesday cancelled a contract awarded in May to Olectra Greentech's subsidiary for supplying electric buses to the city's transport agency. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via missed call, WhatsApp or email. Thank you for being patient and listening the video to the end. Please do like, share and subscribe the channel to know the latest updates in the market. That's all for today. See you tomorrow.